Okay, cool. Right, videos live. So live is now popped up. So now scheduled for 8:10. Yes. Perfect. See, this one works. So much better than so I've copied the link and I'm going to put it into Bandcamp. Okay, John.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put the live stream link onto the Bandcamp chat. You will see it.
All right.
Everybody will see it. So I just want to make sure that you're okay. I mean, we don't have Holland yet.
I'm good. I'm good.
And then we'll just talk about the music, huh?
Holland can't join.
Oh, really? Ah, shame.
Doesn't have a camera.
So let's talk about Colby's track.
Right.
All right, let me just... Let's just see. So there's a listening party there. Let me just see how many people. 9 subscribers, 1 watching. Okay, so... All right, anyway, it's up there. So, yeah, John.
Right.
I mean, you know Colby so well. What do you think was going on, in his mind and his fingers with this track? It's just so majestic, isn't it?
It is. It is. I don't know, man. I know he gets lost in this music. And it does. It takes you away.
Yeah. Or if you prefer text chat, stay here. Sweet. Yeah. I know he was gutted that he couldn't join. He's had to take on extra work. I think he said his manager was away, so he had to go and fill his shoes and travel. Was it to Nevada?
Phoenix. He's down in Phoenix,
right.
I'm sure.
Yeah, Phoenix, Arizona. Okay. But I mean, with this track, I remember because was it about nearly 2 years ago we started to swap ideas. Was it 2 years ago? Almost 2 years ago, something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And but then when we set up the Discord channel, things really started to roll in terms of the music ideas. I mean, there's still a backstory to all of that, isn't there?
Yeah.
I think these are Roland synths. Oh, is it? He's a Roland user, is he?
Oh yeah, big time.
those the classic Roland synths or the modern ones, the Arias and stuff?
I think he uses more modern, and he's got some VSTs as well.
Right. Yeah, Roland had to play quite a lot of a catch-up game with the plugins, didn't they?
Yeah. Which is surprising.
Yeah. I stopped using them after about 6 months because they were very CPU heavy.
Yeah.
Probably they fixed that by now.
Yeah, I've never
that,
used.
yeah.
I had a. I used to have a Roland synth and FA, but I just never really found my voice with it. Actually.
Yeah.
Let's see. So if we get more people on the video, are they going to pop in on here?
Yeah, let me just check. I keep closing that so that I don't hog my Wi-Fi, but let's see. Galactic Sound Station.
Ah, Holland. Yeah, it looks like Colby's
so
in the
far there's only
chat.
Oh yeah, okay. Colby's coming into the chat room, is he? Sweet.
Oh, did you see that?
No. Oh no, is my thing lagging again? Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, so I was trying to remember how it all began. I think I reached out to a few people on Instagram, Colby being one of them. And one of the first things he said was that, so the science related to this, I know who we need to talk to. He said, I want you to meet my friend Terminus Void. So
yeah, I remember
so then
this.
we got to know each other, and yeah, and then when you joined, I think things really kicked off. You know, you started talking to people like Holland, and
right,
and then you wanted Paul as well to come on board.
I can't remember how we met Paul, but I remember meeting Colby off of YouTube, his YouTube channel. I remember reaching out to him and I had a lot of technical questions because I was just starting my channel, and we hit it off.
And you're in the same area, so that helps.
At the time I didn't know that though.
Right.
I thought he was down in Phoenix.
Okay.
Let's see.
I have to put this back to standard. Oh my goodness! Holland is joining?
Yes.
Hey, Holland! Oh wow!
Good to see you. Hear me?
There you go.
I certainly can.
I haven't been able to get this camera to work in a long time. I can't believe it's working right now. So.
Sweet. How you doing?
Colby's contributions to this album are incredible.
Yes.
Tell me about it.
Here.
There we go.
There's a there's a huge delay in this feed for me.
Yeah, I'm in Scotland. I'm in the Highlands of Scotland, so it's I
wish I was
pretty
there.
Poor Wi-Fi. Yeah, nice. Man. It's a really magical place. Certainly writing lots of music here. To one side, you can see the sea. And then the other side, you got the forest. Yeah, it's a really magical place. This is an island. It's a small island, so you actually feel as though you're on some kind of a ship because you can see water here, and then you can just walk around the island
Wow.
like within I don't know, maybe 6 hours. So it's kind of like, yeah, feel as though you're on a ship. Anyway, how are you, Holland? How's it been going?
So
Oh, he's locking up.
I'm doing well, Patrick. Thank you. There's
Awesome.
some really weird stuff going on with the audio. I'm hearing you, and then I'm hearing you again. So
Yikes.
it's doubling the feed, and so it's very confusing.
Okay, mate. Yeah.
And I'm hearing myself doubled too. So
I could go to a really cruddy resolution on my camera. That might help. I could even go to no video.
I think I fixed it.
Yeah? How is that?
I fixed it.
Awesome, man.
Yeah. Who are we listening to right now? This is Terminus Void. Hey, John's
Yeah.
It's Terminus Void. Come on.
very, very beautiful.
Thank
The whole
you.
album is, like I said earlier, it's very much an honor to be a part of this project. So, Patrick, big thanks for inviting me.
Oh,
I'm really, really honored to be here.
that's very, very kind of you. And it's just a pleasure to have you on board, Holland. Really, we're going to get to your tracks, and the way that you complete the journey, I think, is
Yeah.
brilliant. But like you say, I think that's what's special. Somehow, we came together in a very organic, natural way. It didn't take much, to be honest.
It
People
seems like
just seem to
everybody
get it.
involved is super excited to be a part of it. So, yeah. I know if I recall, we had invited David Helpland in the beginning to be a part of this. And he was like me, neither one of us really understood what this was or where it was going to go. And I'm kind of sad that he got cold feet. Very glad that I didn't. And continued to learn about this and contribute. So I think it's gonna grow. It's gonna get bigger. We're gonna gain many more listeners, especially as this gets more attention. The music on this album is definitely worthy of attention in a lot of places. So it'll happen. I think it's like anything else. It takes some time.
A little bit of work.
Yeah.
I've been making albums for 10 years, 15 years, and it was 7 or 8 years in before I started really getting any serious attention. So these things take time, as it is.
Wow, you've only been doing your music for 15 years. Wow.
So my first album was released in December of 2010, and I've been at it ever since. My 10th album gets delivered to Spotted Peccary a week from Monday. And then I've got another one after that. Thanks. Yeah. Well, we'll see what they think.
Congratulations, man.
And then I got another one after that. I'm waiting to get the memory mode back from the repair shop to finish another album, which I'll turn in early 2026. And it's much more, the kind of music on my second album will be much more like the music we're listening to at the moment. Very serene, dialed back, not as many driving, energetic sequences, more soundscapes. This sort of, I used to make music like this a lot, and I've gotten away from it. And so I had a desire to return to my roots, as it were. And so that's what I've been working on. And that'll happen. early 2026.
Well, we're looking forward to hearing you, mate.
Yeah, thanks. I'm looking forward to sharing it.
It's funny you say that. I mean, my roots is actually Celtic music. When I started making music, I was like a heavy pianist. I did pianist to I was doing piano to quite a high grade, and doing music in dance classes for dance teachers. And then I started to do music in the late 80s, which was a little bit kind of Enya-like. Enya's first album. You know the instrumentals that she used to do on that first album, just like instrumental piano.
I'm not that familiar with her really early work, but I need to dig into that because I love her work. So I'm sure, you know, a lot of times you can listen to the early music of artists like her, and it's so much better than when they started producing more commercially viable music.
100%.
More contemplative, more explorational, I guess. It's sometimes hard to find an outlet for, I don't want to call it experimental music, but music that's less radio friendly, you know, or so many kids want to listen to, you know, 3-minute, energetic 3-minute pop songs. So when you do a 20-minute stream of, you know, this music from another planet, it's hard, sometimes hard to find an audience. We're definitely putting our music to a niche audience. It's not a big audience, but I don't care. I just love making it, and I love sharing it.
Yeah.
And I think all of us have received some pretty powerful attention for the work that we've done. So
I think that's what's good about the internet, because you can have what's called the mass niche. So just because of the nature of the internet, you can have this mass niche. I think I completely agree with you. You know, it's more a matter of, like, you know, how do you find those listeners? Because I'm sure that there is a demand for it, you know.
There is. And so one of the things that makes me happy about Spotted Peccary is they're very good at finding that kind of audience. And they've been doing it for so long that people know where to go to listen to that kind of music. So that was one of the things that drew me to solicit my music to them and get on their label, because they have such a wide audience. And my numbers exploded when I joined that label.
Wow.
So yeah, thankful for that. I've talked to John about this before.
Yeah.
I never got into making this kind of music for the money. I knew in the beginning that I probably wasn't going to make a lot of money doing this. And as it turns out, that's been true. I haven't made a lot of money. I've done pretty well, actually, in the last few years. Spotted Peccary has certainly changed that volume. But I do it because I love to do it. And it's essential to my soul, my spirit, to be in that creative space and to share the work. Thank God there's an audience for it. I'd still do it even if it was just for me, but to have been fortunate enough to find others that desire to listen to my work, you can't ask for more than that. So it's been really great in that respect. And I'm excited for this album because all of the music on this album is just fantastic. Yeah.
I mean, also just the journey of it as well, the arrangement of the tracks, the arrangement of the music within the tracks, everything is just fluid, isn't it?
It is. And I had to sort of take on a different mindset on what kind of music would someone on a long journey, separated from their home planet,
Yeah.
want to listen to.
Mm.
And how would my music actually, like, mentally help? And that's a pretty profound thought, because we don't really know.
Mm.
You know, we've had some astronauts that were in space for, well, upwards of a year, 18 months, whatever the longest period of time is. But they were in low Earth orbit next to their planet.
Yeah.
Being halfway to Mars, you're hanging it out there. There's no rescue coming if something goes wrong. And that has a profound effect on your mental state. And those who undertake that journey, you know, it's the same thing as the first men who crossed the Atlantic in a ship. We're talking 6 weeks of not knowing, no idea what's going, what's out there. And but this is even bigger than that, because we're talking, what is it? It's a 9-month trip just to get to Mars.
Yeah.
Any number of things can go wrong.
Yeah.
So these gentlemen and ladies probably too are going to have to undertake some very serious mental and emotional preparation for that kind of journey. It's not just technical. It's not just knowing, how to control your ship and all of that stuff. You're gonna have to deal with, like I said, you're hanging it out there, man. There's no safety net for a journey like that. So what do they want to listen to?
Yeah.
So that's kind of the mindset.
Well, this is the thing, because I mean, with all the technology that's available still, I mean, the key thing is not being able to have that regular phone call that you used to having on the ISS with your family.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's all part of the space program. You have access to your family. You can call the family whenever you want, although the family can't call you whenever they want. That's the key difference. But when you're on the way to Mars, it's
yeah, and you can look down on them too.
Well, there they are. I'll look down on everybody anyway. So it's a little joke. No, but yeah, you're right. I mean,
that's hilarious.
It's not the same. You don't get to, talk to your friends and family whenever you want. I don't know, man. That's going to be.
So now,
it's going to be an interesting trip.
Yeah, I agree.
So now we're on to track 5. This is Paul's track, his second track, Ataraxis Horizons Sector number 2. Very serene.
Yeah.
It's like water, this track.
Yeah.
In terms of all the history and forms of ambient music, how do you guys classify this? Is it just like classic ambient, or is it a certain kind of ambient?
So, other than my tracks, I would classify it as classic ambient space music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very serene, drifting, just sound world. Incredibly relaxing to me. A piece like this, Paul's piece, is just very relaxing. And the nice thing about this album, which might serve someone on a long journey, is to have it's a very diverse album. I mean, there's several different sort of energies that are represented in the music on this album. Mine obviously is very different from this piece, but I think it's all essential. I think it's all of the music on this album would be beneficial to the listener on a very, very long journey.
Well, and I think too, what I love about this album is you've got all these different styles, you've got different energy levels, you've got different moods, and that's exactly what these astronauts are going to be experiencing too. So I mean, it's really true to the core of what this project is about.
Yeah, and let's be honest, they're not going to want to listen to the same 1 hour of music for 9 months. So they're probably going to have a plethora of other music. But
sure,
I think it's important for us to sort of aim for making music just for them, and I'm sure others will follow. And I look very forward to future albums from Galactic Sound Station. So, man,
we're going to do more.
I'm excited all the way around, and what a thrill it would be to know that our astronauts on the ISS would be listening to our work. Maybe it'll happen. I don't see why it wouldn't. So, man,
for sure,
what an honor that would be. So, I was.
So I know I've got an experiment coming up with the European Space Agency next Easter, which is on the mental health, the emotional health of astronauts. So I'm still kind of like early doors. So I only know kind of more the administrative side, but once I get to know people more and more, I definitely want to share this music with someone in a meaningful way. I don't just want to shotgun and sort of like, hey, there's some, but give it to someone who is really the person that could really make use of this in a mission or something, so
sure.
But I shall certainly share that.
That would be cool.
But it's interesting, listening to music versus making music, because of course Chris Hadfield is a musician and he did his Space Oddity on the ISS and all of that. So it's one thing, we make the music for them, but then also I wonder how many of them are musicians and would actually find solace in making music as well, especially on such a long journey to Mars.
What's going to be the first synthesizer that goes to space?
Right.
Somebody's going to have that honor.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The Wasp or the
maybe it should be a Prophet.
Prophet, yeah.
Yeah, who knows? Something light, something small and light, probably.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a mini log or something. Yeah,
mini log.
That would be awesome.
I think the mini log is a nice starter synth. I don't know whether that's really the right way to call it, but it's an uncomplicated synthesizer that is still very effective, is the way I would put it.
Right. Trying to remember. There's a new synth that's not new. It's been out a year. Can't remember the manufacturer, but the name of the synthesizer is the Malevolent, and it's a small. Is it PWM? I think is the company. There's an engineer that used to be with a larger company, and it makes the nastiest, trashy, grungy sounds, and I want one so bad. They're like $500 brand new. So I'm next year.
Right.
I don't have any place to put it, but I want one anyway.
Why not?
Malevolent synth. How about you, John? I know you're in the market for some new synths, right?
Yeah. I'm still looking at a Virus. The Virus TI-2. Yeah. I want to get a good balance.
Good for leads and such. Yeah.
I just picked up the Sub 37 and the Oxy sequencer. Yeah, that's going to be probably my go-to for my sequencing for quite some time. But yeah, love that raw bass that it can generate. It's just incredible.
These two pieces.
Does it have a sequence?
Do what?
Does it have a sequencer on the Sub 37?
Well, I'm using Oxy One. The
oh, did you get that yet? Oh man, I hate you. Oh, dude.
This is it.
Wow, it's purple.
That's what we get
so bad.
Yeah. Super cool.
I love
it USB or MIDI?
MIDI?
Both.
Oh, what? Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's got USB connection as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've got it running through my MIDI ports and a little bit trying to get the thing connected. It's a little bit odd, but man, there's so much this thing can do. It's incredible, really incredible.
You're going to be joining the likes of Oetipus. I saw this Oetipus. He was doing Karate Church.
Yeah, I saw recently. That the other day.
Looked more like upbeat kind of beats music, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the newest artist on Pecray, yes?
Oh, Oetopus. Yeah.
Oetopus.
Yeah.
Sweet. So what track are we on to now? So we're coming out of Dreamscapist. We're going back into Colby's track, Memories of Home. That's going to be track number 6. Now, is this going to be another ambient, or has this got some Berlin School in it? You know. I mean, that's what's interesting with this album. It seems to go more and more Berlin School towards the end, right?
A little bit.
Well, obviously, my two pieces are absolutely Berlin School, but I've been experiencing a desire now for several years to explore other forms of music, the longer form, less sequential. Just, I think there are some great opportunities to explore some sound design that I normally don't explore with that kind of music.
Go deep.
Yeah, and I love the sequential, Berlin School inspired music, but I like to do other things too. So I definitely am gonna. I'm actually finishing up an album that's nothing but soundscape. So eager to share that too.
Beautiful.
I love this.
To me,
beautiful.
Yeah, this is gorgeous.
Too bad Colby can't be here.
It's curious. I mean,
instruments he's using.
100%. John was saying that he likes Roland synths.
Yeah.
Oh man, I haven't. I've never owned a Roland synth. I've had friends who've had them. I like them. They make some excellent synths. I don't know that in recent years they've really kept up with the industry, though. In fact, I'm not even familiar with their latest synthesizers. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, they've got some classics.
I can't. The last one I can remember was like Era, and that's not even new. That's like, how many years ago is that? 5 years?
Probably 10 years old.
Yeah.
Is it?
Sure.
When I was actually at school, I was about 15 years old. We call it secondary school. We don't call it high school. We call it secondary school. And the music teacher who was sorely disliked by my piano teacher because he was very left field. She was very prim and proper, teaching me up to grade 6. And he liked musique concrète. He loved to do electroacoustic stuff. And in the studio behind the teaching wing, very small studio, there was a Roland synthesizer, and it was the SH, is it the 102?
101 or 102, yeah.
101. I think it's the 101. And it was just a constant source of fascination. He let a few of us go in and try it out, but not everybody could. But he let us go in and try it out. And man, to me, as a 15-year-old, it wasn't actually a source of. It wasn't really so much a source of music. It was more a source of just sound. It was just like making these weird sounds. Yeah. But it had a keyboard, which I was like, so I can make these weird sounds and then have them come through like a piano of some sort. I was trying to figure it out. You know, we're talking about like 1986, something like that.
Okay, I bought my first synth, a Moog Prodigy, in 1981.
Wow.
And I still have it. It's right here.
Wow.
Yeah. So I have to get it calibrated once or twice a year.
Okay.
They drift something off.
Right.
But yeah, still have it. It'll be on.
Amazing.
It's on the next album. Yeah. Great bass output. Great bass synth. But lead too. Classic Moog. It's just
So when you get it calibrated, you take it to an electronics shop nearby, is it?
No. So I can do it myself, but I've got a friend who's very good at it. He's got an oscilloscope, so I take it over to his house. It takes us about 20 minutes, and get it all done. It's a pain. You know, I'll if I'm recording with it, I'll leave it and just get it calibrated when it's time to start working with it, because it'll stay together for about 6 or 8 weeks. And the temperature fluctuations out here in my studio are pretty extreme. So I mean, it's 2 months. It's gone. It's drifted out, and you have to recalibrate. It's the nature of that analog beast. Those old synthesizers. You know, this is pre-auto tune and all of this stuff.
Pre-digital.
Right. So I've got a memory Moog. It's being repaired right now, and it's being repaired by a gentleman in Alabama. But it's one of the first synthesizers that had auto tune. You go through this stuff, and it would tune all 6 of the oscillators, and that wasn't working, along with a whole bunch of other things. So they're doing a complete rebuild of the whole synth. So I'll have a brand new memory Moog when I get it back, hopefully in December.
Sweet.
Yeah. Was not cheap.
It's funny because then with digital synthesizers, everything was so pristine and perfect. And now with the Rev 2, they have this way of bringing back all that slippage because people missed it, right? They actually wanted it back.
Yeah. So I have the first Prophet 12 that Dave Smith Instruments put out, and oh my gosh, it's still my favorite synth, over and above the Oberheim Matrix 12 and all my other synthesizers. It's so flexible. The matrix routing is incredible, and there's enough controls on it to make. I mean, you can really make some very, very interesting sounds through. There's all sorts of ways to distort and bend the waveforms in ways that not too many other hardware synths can do that. We've got lots of software synths that can do stupid, incredible stuff. But I like the tactile, the turning knobs and switches and nothing beats that to me. Plus, it just looks cool. I love being surrounded by these instruments. You know, makes me feel like I'm in a spaceship.
Yeah.
They're great. I love them. the sparkly, twinkly lights. You know?
I think that's exactly what Colby thinks, right?
Yeah,
it feels as though he's in a space when he's in his studio.
Something about them. I don't know. They're like my old friends.
Yeah.
And they don't talk back in bad ways. They don't call me.
You get the last word, huh?
That's right. No, but I do.
How about you, John?
No
What's your favorite synths over there?
Oh, I don't know. It's it depends on the mood I'm in. I do love my Quantum, and I still haven't mastered that. I don't know that I ever will, but it really depends. I mean, if I come down here and I want to just escape, good, smooth, creamy, physical synth, like you said, Holland, being able to dial those notes in and
but now we're listening to your track, John.
Yeah,
your track is starting up now. Maybe you want to sort of segue and tell us about this beautiful track.
Yeah, please do.
So, my vision on this was the buildup of anxiety. Title being Zero Gravity. I'm thinking, you're an astronaut, you're sitting in that rocket ready to take off. I can't imagine what goes through your mind, but I know as good as you train, you've got that level of anxiety that builds up. And I really tried to exemplify that in this track. So, and then kind of the sequence between those G forces, and then eventually you're in that zero gravity. So,
amazing.
This was a fun track. I enjoyed this one a lot.
It really floats so beautifully. Yeah.
Thank you.
John, what is the synth used for that single note with a little bit of wobble? Almost sounds like a Moog.
Yeah. I believe I used that was a VST, and I believe it was Omnisphere.
CS80?
I think it was Omnisphere.
Oh, okay.
Omnisphere.
Yeah. Very, very nice sound.
That one right there.
Just sitting down and listening to you this music is just it's just blown me away. Every time I listen, I get like a new experience. It's like, gee.
I try to put a lot of different levels and layers in these tracks, and especially on my albums, which are concepts, you can hear different things after you've listened to it several times that maybe you might not pick up on the first time around. So, yeah.
I remember on my first album, most of my songs had between 7 and 10 tracks, individual soundtracks on each song, channels. And now it's not unusual for some of my music to have 60, 70 channels.
Yeah.
Just because there's so many things going on. And I like to keep everything separated. So if I have a new sound later on in the song, it gets its own channel. And so things come in and out in stages. And you end up with 60 different sounds.
Yeah,
yeah, go on.
I was going to say that the challenge too, Holland, is when you want to play this stuff live. I mean, there's so many tracks that I've got I could never do.
Obviously, in a live setting, I'm going to have to keep things very simple and very dumbed down.
Right.
And the idea that I'm having is that I'll run the song from the computer and play maybe 6 or 8 of the parts live. with everything else going on.
Yeah.
The 6 or 8 major parts, like all the leads, or maybe the intro sequence, if I can handle it technically, play those live. But there's too much. I can't manage 100 tracks or 50 or 20 tracks live. It's gonna have. There's gonna have to be some automation. And that's fine. Right? As long as I don't want to be on stage pushing a mouse around. It's ridiculous.
No.
That's not a performance. So there has to be, in my mind, I have to run some of these synthesizers and play them live and have a show. Performance.
I think doing a live show would be amazing if we could pull it off.
That's what I'm working on. Eventually, I'm going to make it happen. So I've got some opportunities that I can. Some opportunities in New Mexico. Chuck Van Zyl has given me
nice
the green light for anything I want to do with him. So I just got to put it together. That was a beautiful piece, John.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Oh, Patrick, you're up next.
No, it's you, I think.
It
is me. Yes, this is a transition track, so it's not like a fully realized piece, but it's.
We're going to save the best for last, Holland.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Thanks. It's an honor to be. It's an honor to be last.
Bringing it home. I like the mystery of this.
Yeah. The piano?
Yeah. I was actually looking at video footage of actual dunes, sand dunes, and kind of the percussive sound is actually, to me, representing the sand just kicking off in the wind, from the dunes. So it's like
yeah. It's a beautiful piece.
Yeah, I love it.
So
are we the only ones listening in this chat? Is it just the three of us?
No, if you go to no, what happens is that this is beamed to YouTube Live. So if I go to YouTube Live, I can see that there's a couple of people watching. Yeah, there's a few people watching. I'll just increase the resolution and see if the Wi-Fi can manage it, because my face looked pretty fuzzy there.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, it's been a good experiment doing this style. I think it'd be nice on Bandcamp if they could integrate at least some sort of audio commentary, because I think
that'd be great.
Yeah, I think doing this is actually important. I mean, the video is one thing, but I think at least as being able to talk around the album, commenting on the ideas behind it, the technologies, the expression, the dreams, would be really, really beneficial. But this will be recorded and saved, so people can, we can then leave it on the YouTube account for people to replay. Nice. And I'm sure it'll get a lot of replays because people will definitely want to hear you guys talking about your music. I also applied to have the YouTube as an official account, so that's sorted out. But now we've got Holland.
Yeah, and this piece was created specifically for this project. So this is primarily, let's see, Omnisphere Arturia Pigments, and trying to think what I used. I know I used Subtractor, which is proprietary to Reason.
Oh yeah.
And another Reason proprietary synthesizer that I absolutely love, and that's Parsec. And the latest version of Parsec is very powerful. So you'll hear a lot of Parsec on my next album and on the album in January, because it has been an amazing.
Sweet. Sweet.
I love this part.
Wow.
It's awesome.
I know.
Gotta turn it up.
Yeah, I was looking for something uplifting, something positive. So, and that's why I went with a major scale instead of minor.
Right. Got it.
Well, you found it.
Stunning. I just love the way that this track is going to build as well. I was listening to it driving up to Scotland. It was like,
yeah, I like building in the dynamics, to a crescendo.
Yeah.
Of energy, with a nice sort of ride down from the top.
magical.
It is.
That's Subtractor on that lead.
Ah.
Beautiful.
Really emotional, man.
Well, and I was about to say how incredibly difficult it is to build emotion into music. For me.
Especially with an A scale. Or, yeah. That's powerful right there.
Powerful, yeah. Blimey. Hollywood is calling.
Not yet, they haven't.
Bit of Bruce Hornsby at the end. Lovely.
I love his work. I was a big fan of his work in the 90s. Yeah.
Yep.
Well done. Well done.
Nice one, mate.
Thank you. Now this one, this is all analog modular. This is
Okay.
yeah. This is all on the mysynthesizers.com analog modular system. Not all, more than half of it. The long writing notes in the background were done with the Prophet 12 and Subtractor. But yeah, there's very busy turning knobs for 7 minutes on this piece here. Yeah.
Didn't you have a YouTube video?
I do. Yeah.
You put one out, right?
Yeah. This song is captured live on a performance on YouTube. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. That's 3 sequencers running 2 sequences each.
Right.
Nice.
And fed through however many modules I had it going through. Lots of envelope generators, lots of amplifiers, lots of filters.
Are you a preamp user?
No. I probably should be, but no, there's no preamps.
So what was your inspiration behind this track, Holland?
The inspiration was to see if I could get 6 sequences going at the same time on the analog modular system and have it sound good. So what I did was I set up the sequences individually, tuned them so that they integrated with one another. And then everything was fed through a multi-channel mixer where I could dial the sequences in and out, fade them in and out with the mixer. So I would fade one in, let one fade out, and I just kept doing that. And so I did that with all 6 sequences, and tried to do it in an artful manner. And then after that was recorded, then I went back and added all of the accompanying chords and chord progressions from my DAW. And so it's half live, half contrived or mixed. So, yeah, it was a fun piece. It's a big challenge, but I learned a lot. And there will be very much more to come in this vein eventually. It's not an intuitive instrument at all. It takes a lot of experimentation, a lot of practice. There are some things I want to do and don't know how to do, so I have to figure that out. I've seen some incredible ambient pieces done, very slow moving, very sort of generative pieces that are done with analog modular that I absolutely want to explore and don't know how to yet. So there's a lot to learn still.
That has to be a challenge.
It's going to take a lifetime. I'll be at this to my grave. I'll die with a hand on a knob.
Sounds good.
Right.
That's
fun
awesome.
Piece, though. I enjoyed doing it, and I'm glad that you accepted this piece for the project. good opportunity for me to get it into a lot of ears. So, yeah.
I still remember what happened is that you had the previous track, and then you said, actually, I got inspired and I wrote this track. Would you like to take it?
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Actually, yeah, I said it was an experiment, but this project was the impetus for that exploration, for sure. Yeah. I think this is more in line with what's going on in the rest of the album. So,
right.
I think it fits. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the album has got that good balance of sameness as well as contrast, right? So this is just a good balance.
Yeah.
Sweet stuff.
Yeah, this is a great track. This reminds me of the late nights, back in the late 80s, early 90s, Hearts of Space, some of that old school stuff.
Yeah.
I love it. This is really good. I think all the tracks are really, really, really good. And
I agree.
A lot of complementation between each one.
Yeah. I think it's a very strong album. I love all of the music on it.
Yeah.
Me too. So we're going to segue out of this, and then maybe just a minute or two. Just want to thank everybody that's involved, and we pulled together as a team to make this happen. We couldn't have done it unless we were a team. So really was a pleasure to be involved and to help drive things along. And then as we look forward to Volume 2, I think there are some vague plans, but we need to think about the team as well and who's got some ideas going forward. But we're off to a very strong start.
Just the beginning.
Very honored to be a part of it.
Yes. I as well.
Wow, some amazing comments.
Some very kind comments for sure.
Wow, I just copied and pasted. Blimey. This is a really active chat. Okay, copied and pasted it. I don't know what happens after this, whether it just disappears or what.
I think the one on Bandcamp will actually cut off. I don't know about YouTube.
Right. Okay. Well, that was amazing. Thanks for coming along.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. Listening party's finished. Have you got any good plans for the weekend?
Church in the morning, and then finishing up the album all afternoon tomorrow, and then moving on to the next one. I have to have everything ready to hand off to Spotted Peccary by next Monday, but I'm pretty much there now, so I'll spend tomorrow doing that, and then it's done. I just have a few things to tidy up, and then it's done. I can't wait to share it with y'all. This was a really fun album to make. There's a lot of keyboard work, a lot of piano, a lot of electric piano, Fender Rhodes, that kind of thing. There's a lot of energy in this next effort. I never know how people. I get so much anxiety that builds up in me before I release an album. This. Now, I told y'all that I make music just for myself, but no one else matters. But when you're sharing a significant artistic endeavor with the world, you want it to be successful, and you don't want it to be a flop. So there's this constant anxiety with every single release that I go through this period of terror. of what, what are people going to think? And then right at release, I'm like, you know what? It doesn't matter what people think. Just dude, let go. Put it out there. If they like it, they like it. If they don't, it's okay. You're going to make more anyway. But right now I'm in the terror phase because I know what's coming and I don't know how people are going to accept it. So, but it is what it is. And I'm still, like I said, I'm still going to make music whether they like it or not. So let the chips fall where they may and share it and see what people think. So
nice.
So far,
nice one.
That's worked out pretty well. We'll see.
How about you, John? You got any plans?
Yeah, I've got the second album, Origins Unknown, is going to be re-released, and hopefully by the end of the year. And there's going to be at least 2 additional tracks on that album. Got a little bit of space on the CD, so we're going to expand some of the concepts. So that should be coming out on Groove, hopefully by the end of the year.
Wow.
And then I've got 2 additional projects scheduled for next year. May do a self-release on one of those. So look for that. Look for that. That'll be, I'm going to keep that one under wraps. But I've got some interesting concepts coming down the pipe for those 2 projects. So.
Nice one. Great
And
stuff.
How about you, Patrick? Where are you at with Dunes of Io?
I'm in Scotland at the moment. I'm going to keep doing the music. I'm trying to work up the first album of Dunes of Io. I mean, it's not like it's my first ever album. I mean, I've made music for decades, but I was kind of segueing out of Pat Keister, which was more fluid. And I got this kind of idea in my head that Dunes of Io should be very space ambient. So I'm just really working hard to make sure that I can hit that sound.
Finding the voice.
Exactly. So I'm being very, very fussy with myself to try and get that right. So I'm just going to keep working on that throughout this year and hopefully get something released next year in 2026. So yeah. Awesome. Well, next time we'll have Colby and Paul. And
let's hope so. Yeah,
I think Paul's
again
still
soon.
sleeping. Down in Australia, he's still sleeping.
Oh,
well, yeah, that's right. He's in a different, whole different time zone.
Maybe 6:20 in the morning.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Yeah. And then let's talk again about the volume 2 as we, as we go deeper into the year.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. Well, I'll be in touch, guys, because there's stuff to follow up on, but we don't need to go through it on this stream.
Sure. Thank you very much, Patrick, for putting this all together. And again, very, very honored to be a part of this, and I really deeply appreciate it. Looking forward to more.
Oh, that's good to hear.
I do too, Patrick. Thank you.
Pleasure working with you guys. Yeah. All right. You take care. All the best.
Okay, gentlemen.
All right. Have a good day, guys.
Onwards and upwards.
Yes, sir.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.